Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though. Hey, welcome back to the home of original sports perspective, from our couch to yours. This is your host, Jermaine Lockett, your Couch Rider Raven, saying, hey, appreciate you coming through. Make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, and smack that bell so you know when it's going down. You know what I'm talking about. Basically, if you smack the bell, I know you're fully committed. I know you are in, and I know you are part of the Couch Rider Raven Nation, because if I post it any time of the day, you'll be the first to get those notifications. Let's rock. Let's roll. Let's see who's in the comments. Let's see who hit the notification bell. Know the gang. What's up? Wilbur says first, indeed. And then, of course, he comes through with the shade. Says, unlike Lamar getting the contract. Yes. It hurts every time. Straight through the hearts. Knowing that we do not know if this guy's going to stick around. All right. Delicious is in the building. What's good? He said, what's up, Couch Rider and Cam? Still searching for Cam. I'm pretty sure he just got done with class and he's on his way here, because this show is all about him tonight. So hopefully he gets here. I mean, he kind of late for his own show, so I'm just saying. And yes, Wilbert is a legend when it comes to the humor. Love the guy. I love all y'all, man. So for those of you who are tuning in after the show and not tuning into the live, hey, come live. It's a lot more fun. You can chime in on the comments. We'll have a blast. I got a couple of announcements before we get started, or at least one major announcement. I know last show you guys were talking about, hey, where's the merch? We want the shirts. So I was like, okay, let's get them the shirts. So here is the shirt right here. And if you're looking to get this shirt, just look at the top of the comments. So actually, look in the description. It should be in the description, the link to get to the store, to get anything from t-shirts to water bottles to stickers to hoodies to workout shirts to sports bras. You name it, it's there in the store. So just check out that, and that's another way you can support the channel. Or if you want to support the channel, you can do it through the Stream Elements Super Chats. So that should be on your screen somewhere. Not really sure. But look, Wilbur found it. So if Wilbur can find it, anyway, I can find it. Just saying. No, I'm kidding. Love you, Wilbur. All right. Let's move into the motivational moment. Your motivational moment for today. I did not have a graphic for it, but I think it's pretty important. It comes out of the book, God is in the Small Stuff for the Graduates. This is a book that my father gave to me when I graduated high school at 18 years old. And I kept it all this time. So it's just teaching me life's little lessons as we go along. So today's thought is get into the habit of writing thank you notes, even for the little things or acts of kindness. So I just to tell you a little story about me as a young staff sergeant. I had it was a pretty rough job at the time. The deputy commander had charged me with the responsibility of looking out for multiple programs and making sure that all the appointment letters were taken care of and that the checklists were completed for an inspection. And so people were mad because I was rejecting their letters left and right because they needed corrections. So, of course, I'm getting cursed out left and right on the phone. As soon as I pick up the phone, it was all somebody just full on hate through the full phone. It was bad every single time. I couldn't hide like Lamar. I couldn't, hide and put a comment every once in a while. I had to actually face these people the second they called, and most of the time it was just for bad stuff. But towards the end of the day, I think it was 4:30 on the dot, I received a phone call. And it was a major on the other end of the line. And I'm telling you, my boss had it up to here. She saw me get cursed out every which way. She let me take the call. And I took the call and I said, hey, Sergeant Lockett, CSS, how can I help you? And what happened? there was a major on the end of the call, another major, and he worked in the same section as the last major who just told me off a couple minutes ago. And he said, "Hey, Sergeant Lockett, this is Major so-and-so." And I was like, "Hey, how's it going? How can I help you, sir?" And he said, "I just want to say thanks. You've done an exceptional job, and we really appreciate you." And I tell you what, it meant a lot because I asked him after. I said, "Hey, so you didn't need anything?" He's like, "No, I needed to tell you that, and that was all I needed to say. You have a great day." As soon as he says that, I get off the phone. I'm in tears. My boss is headed up to here. She's like, "That's it. Who we need to go visit? You tell me right now." And she was ready to go to war for me, but I was like, "No." He said thank you. He said thank you. And sometimes that little thing, that little bit of thanks that you give somebody that you don't sometimes think about all the time, giving that recognition, it may mean the world to them. You may have made their day. You may have caused them to not go over the edge just by giving that piece of recognition. That is your motivational moments. Ladies and gentlemen, co-host of this show, legend, rapper, artist, actor, do it all, and now mock draft guru. I give you the Barry White of rap. Ladies and gentlemen, Cameroon.
What's up, man? Let me fix this thing.
What is good?
What's up, bro? I'm sorry, I just got out of class. What's up, people?
You good, man? You
You
good?
the text that I sent you? I know I sent it as soon as I got out of class.
Yeah, I got the text. Still actually typing up names on the thing, but I got all the way to the Ravens on that one. So your mock draft is secure.
Hold on one second. Let me fix this thing.
All right. So when it comes to these mock drafts, folks, I mean, the thing is none of us really can hit on them. You know, none of us really know what happens. Like I have done mock drafts for years. The most I've gotten right in one round is maybe 5 picks. There are going to be people that hit on a lot more. There are going to be people that hit, and there are going to be major people that hit on a lot less. I've seen Daniel Jeremiah not hit on as many. I've seen Mike Mayock, who was the mock draft guru before he decided to go to the Raiders, and then his career just absolutely tanked because he wasn't great in the personnel department. Go figure. That's crazy, right? So he has, got a lot of these wrong. But it's just the nature of the beast when it comes to trades, when it comes to, what team values what player higher than another one. Because right now we see that Zay Flowers is that dude. NFL Network sees that Quentin Johnson is that dude, unless you're Steve Smith. And then there's ESPN who's like, you know what, JSN is that dude. And then Baltimore Ravens, the Baltimore Ravens website is like JSN is that dude. Engraving might be like, hey, you know what, Zay is that guy. And then Lunch Break Hot Take might be having a whole nother dude over here saying, hey, this is the guy we want. They might be like, okay, we need to go after corner. Might be going after Deontay Banks. Somebody over here might be like, hey, Josh Downs. I know that's PFF, not PFF, the Draft Network. Draft Network thinks that Josh Downs is that guy. Like there are so many different views right now for the Baltimore Ravens. If that's just the view on one team and what we're going to take, what's the view of everybody else in the league? So Cameroon's going to break this down in a couple of minutes. I'm pretty sure he's getting dinner once again. And so if he's getting dinner right now, then we're just going to continue to chat it up for a bit. And let's talk about this dude that Baltimore just picked up. So Baltimore, probably an hour ago, picked up a guy named Tariq Black. Looks like he formerly played for the Jets and played for the Colts. I don't think he saw action with the Colts, but I think he saw a couple of snaps with the Jets. It may have been more preseason than anything. And the Ravens signed him, and it sounded like it was a great deal. I was like, okay. He's had some injuries in college. He's played for Texas, and I want to say Michigan. Correct me if I'm wrong there. And you know what? Shout out to AS10. It was an AS Simply 10 or something like that. This dude had a video out of Welcome to Baltimore before. I mean, it was just like at the instant that we found out that this guy was a Baltimore Raven. He's one of those guys that's a camp body, but let's just call it what it is. But he is 6'3". He's made some decent catches from the tape that we were able to view on those small highlights, thanks to it was an AS Simply 10. The guy just puts out videos left and right. He had to have some type of vault of wide receivers and corners. I mean, just players all over the place that he's just ready to slap the Ravens logo on and put it out there. That is great media content right there when everybody's looking for it. So shout out to that guy. I think it's AS Simply Tim. But it's just awesome how he's able to put that content out there. But Tariq, I don't think he's a speedster. I think he's just another camp body. He's got an opportunity to come in and compete. Why did they sign another wide receiver? I'm not sure. Not sure at all. But they did. And let's see what Cam Rue thinks about it. What do you think about this Tariq Black, man?
Whose mother?
Tariq Black, bro.
Tariq Black.
Yeah.
What's going on?
He's a new Raven. He's a Raven.
Tariq who?
Tariq.
I didn't read up on anything about no Tariq Black.
Tariq Black, bro. I just, he was working at Albertsons, and then they just said, look, we need to sign a wide receiver to make these Ravens fans happy. And, because we were sitting here beating on the doors, people at the castle saying, look, man, make the trade, let's make it go down. People got their Vaseline on it, took their shoes off, ready to fight the cost or whatever. I saw Brooke pulling up, and then all of a sudden they came outside and they made a press conference and said, hey, look, we got one. We got a wide receiver. And everybody's like anticipating, just waiting, just anticipation. They just sitting on pins and needles. And they say, we got him, 6'3". And they're like, 6'3". I'm like, I don't remember if Nuke was 6'3" or not. They're like, coming from the New York Jets. You're like, what are you talking about? Tariq. And we're like, we got Tariq. We got Tariq. They said Tariq. We're like, oh my gosh. It wasn't Tyreek Hill. Tariq Black.
We ain't gonna spend no time on this fool because I don't know nothing about that dude. He's on the practice squad. That's why.
He probably might.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. I love it.
That's exactly how I feel about that. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Oh my goodness. All right. So yes, he is a Baltimore Raven now. He's just gonna be brought in to compete. Brooke thought he better be playing for free. I know that there's probably you don't even bring in these guys to compete like this. You got to put out something. You can't just be signing them for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably making doctor's salary right now, so it's okay. All right, so let's see who else we got in the room. Adit says, the amount of smoke around Hopkins and Ravens is similar to Snoop Dogg, Seth Rogen, and Willie Nelson in Amsterdam unfortunately. I think a trade is possible, especially with the word strong. Because you misspelled that strong. You said strong. I was like, hey, I had strong feelings today from his sources. And talking about Pac-Man Jones of all people.
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, hey, anything possible. This is what's going on. Engrave, shout out to Engrave. He one of his videos earlier today, he said something that did make some sense. He's like, if you did, with Lamar saying these things like wanting to bring them in, maybe that was his way of saying, look, you bring them in, I'll take the deal. If you don't bring them in, then I ain't doing nothing. Because he probably tired of doing it all himself, man. Like, you're not injury prone. It's just the fact that you the quarterback. You shouldn't be the leading rusher all 5 years. That just shouldn't happen. There's no way that you should be the leading rusher all 5 years. Maybe the first 2 years because of the setup of the offense or whatever. Mm-hmm. No way that you should be the leading rusher. There's no way he should have been a leading rusher when we got J.K. Dobbins. There's no way even when his second year he should have been the leading rusher.
Yeah, I'm with you. Keep talking about doing an adjustment.
No, it's all good. It's just no way. You trying to adjust over there. I'm trying to adjust over here. These lights, boy, it's a light show for real.
Yeah, I figure I gotta go up a little bit higher. I'm just
Elton.
And of course, I gotta go to the refrigerator. All right. Yeah. So when it comes to this whole Lamar business, it's getting exhausting, bro. It's getting exhausting.
I've been exhausted. I was tired. I told you before. Last one, I was tired of. I was tired.
Yeah.
I
was a mystical say, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
I hate counting other folks' money. Get
them paid. Like I said, I don't care if the dude play for a couple of zebra cakes a year. Just pay the man, and so we can get back to business.
Yeah.
And Lamar accept an offer, bro. Just accept something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just get it done. I'm tired of wasting time on this.
Yeah.
Whoever got some more shade says Tyreek Black. He's 6'3", just tall enough for Lamar to overthrow.
Oh wow. Here we go.
This guy. I tell you.
Yeah.
I get a drink. All right, so we're gonna get this thing rolling. We know that you have a draft, and we want to see how it's gonna jump off. Actually, before we get started, we got one more thing. There's a couple more people in the room. We have the
Where's
merch
Brooke?
store. I don't know where Brooke at, man. You know,
Brooke
the
ain't
thing is, I did switch some things up, so I might have to send her a personal message. I did switch it up to where I took the live stream off of Facebook, kept it on Twitter, put it on Twitch, and then put it on YouTube. But they only let me subscribe to 3 before they start charging. I ain't trying to get paid. I ain't trying to get charged up, bro.
Right.
I ain't trying to get charged up. Unless y'all start paying, and then we'll go ahead. We'll start charging it up and stream it to multiple places because you can do the 3 places. So I tried Twitch for the first time. I'm gonna check it out.
All right, listen here. Before I even get started, I don't know. You looked at it.
Oh yeah, I looked at it.
Okay. Let me explain something to y'all. We're not gonna get a receiver. I gotta look when you tell me Zay Flowers is playing catch with Patrick Mahomes. We don't have enough ammo to do what we want to really do.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if we get a receiver, I'll be happy. If we don't get a receiver, I'll still be happy. You know, I'm Ravens. As long as I don't think we ever going to pick a foolish pick. I don't really recall us ever making a foolish pick in the first round. We all thought Sharp Prammer was going to be something. He wasn't nothing. So, either way, I'm excited that football season is here again. Anyway,
Christmas is here.
Yeah.
So, Christmas.
So I sent you one. I did 2 just because. Mm-hmm. Obviously these are all hypothetical, but this is all like I was looking at needs, but I also was looking at what it fits, and then I also talked to certain people that not just like doing all the you watching shows and everything, but I talked to other people that are fans of other teams that I know that they would probably know what your team needs more than not just wishing, that actually watch the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's see. Here we go. So this one is my idea as far as like what may happen, because I know everybody got Bryce Young A1, but it's really 1A, 1B with him and CJ Stroud. You know what I mean? And people keep forgetting about that. Like CJ Stroud is a monster. He proved it when he played against Georgia. But
I think you can't go wrong with either one of those. I think
but I think only reason I picked CJ Stroud to go number 1 is because if you look at Frank Wright's, if you look at his history with quarterbacks, remember he was the offensive coordinator for Philly, and when Carson Wentz was Carson Wentz was a problem.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He was having an MVP season until he tore his Achilles, or was it his ACL? And then of course we all know what happened with Nick Foles. Foles came in there and started balling. And again, that RPO system, and it works, and he likes bigger receivers. On top of that, kind of fits. He just fits. You want to get a quarterback that fits your scheme. We've all learned over the time you got to get or fit the scheme that fits the quarterback, vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they keep picking up guys. I mean, when they pick it up PJ Walker, you know what type of quarterback they're looking for.
Right. So I think he fits more of what Carolina's trying to do, opposed to what Bryce Young is trying to do. Not saying Bryce can't fit. I think they're pretty much the same, but I just know that the success that Frank Wright has really had is with a young quarterback that's very similar. He's very similar. Well, he's shorter than Carson Wentz was, but mobility-wise is very similar. Also, they got Jim Caldwell that's there. So he's going to be good. Whichever one of them it is, they're going to be good. Now the reason I got Bryce going number 2 to the Texans, he'd be perfect for the Shanahan scheme, because that's what they're running over here. Mm-hmm. And the quarterback that they had in San Francisco is not that tall, maybe 6'2", but they all are very similar as far as their mobility and move it. Even Brock Purdy.
Right.
You know, other than Trey Lance is, you know, super athletic, but the rest of them have not. They've been in all of that. You know, um, they've been all in the same circle, same, more or less like the same. You know, as far as athleticism.
Okay.
Brock Purdy. What's my man that keep getting hurt? They just got to the Raiders.
Not Carr. Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Garoppolo. I couldn't think of it. Garoppolo, mobile, but he's not like ain't gonna tear you up on the ground.
Yeah, I can't believe he keeps getting the job. Like, you know, some people they believe in this dude. I feel like once he goes to the playoffs, this dude just had like he'll sit there and ball out for most of the season, whatever. Then he gets to the playoffs, and he always has those moments where like they need a clutch guy.
Right.
He throws a interception, a dumb interception like that or he's just not clutch. He can't get it done at the end. Like, I'm sorry, if you don't have that clutch gene, you ain't got that clutch factor. How are you still getting these jobs?
Well, you would think that he had not because he doesn't have the clutch factor, but the fact that his winning percentage is like up there to where he's led his team. He almost led his team to the Super Bowl twice, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like hard to deny that. He was there when Jimmy first got to San Francisco. That's when they first started winning, even though they had a losing season that year.
Okay.
His biggest thing, I understand about the clutch gene, but his biggest thing has been injuries. I think that has hindered him more than anything. But even when he was in New England, he was a threat to Tom Brady because
back then, I mean, I was like thinking, okay, he's a pretty decent signal caller. He knows the system very well when it comes to McDaniel's system, and then that's why San Francisco really traded to that second round to have him go to San Fran because they believed in him that strongly. But after those five straight wins that he had towards the back end of the season or whatever, I don't know. I see a guy that's just he ain't it.
I mean, he did enough. Put it that way. He's like I put him in the same tier as I put Geno Smith and what's my man's name? And I want to say Tannehill. Like he's good, but he's not great. He's not gonna blow you out the water.
Yeah.
He's not gonna blow you out the water. Derek Carr not gonna blow you out the water.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you a mad quarterback, why am I paying you? Why am I paying you multi-million-dollar money? You know, if you a man.
Yeah. So number 3, I got Will Anderson going to the Cardinals, and obviously we're not doing any trades here, but I am gonna point out the Cardinals may not be there, but if they are there and Will Anderson is there, I mean they need help on defense. I think that he would go there. Number 4, I got Anthony Richardson going to the Colts.
AR-15 changing their culture. And I like this guy. I'm telling you, like, hey, I know it's a 1-year look, and he needs more experience, developmental. Y'all say what y'all want. This dude is going to be electric.
I don't think he's going to need to start. Well, he's not. I don't think he's going to start his rookie year. He's not going to need to.
Who they starting?
Huh?
Who they starting?
They got Minshew came over from the Eagles along with the coordinator. He knows the system.
Oh, you said Uncle Rico came over?
Yeah, Uncle Rico.
Don't throw the football over the mountains?
Right. So that'll give him some time to actually sit there and learn the system. I mean, I think he's just a taller replica of Jalen Hurts. You know, so he'd be perfect for that system. What's good, Reg? Number 5.
Look who here.
Oh, Brookie Brook.
Nice of you to join us, Brooke.
Brookie Brook.
Reg here. What's good, man?
Yeah. So at number 5, I got Jalen Carter going to the Seahawks because they need some D-line help.
Okay, yeah, this is definitely not a bad pick right here. You know, return that defense back to the Legion of Boom, and this is a big addition to it. I mean, this guy should have been the first player off the board, in my opinion. But, you know, there's needs. There's obviously these last 4 teams had major needs, and there were some top players up there too. There's one top player that's debatable with him, and that's Will Anderson. So I'm with you on that one. Great pick.
Number 6, we had the Lions. I think you traded away your best corner, you're gonna get the best corner on the board.
Yeah.
Campbell and them didn't draft. I can't remember. I can't pronounce the old boy's name that they traded to Atlanta. They didn't draft him, so they get a chance to start fresh with their defense. And if anything, he reminds me of Alexander, and I'm talking about Witherspoon. I got him going to Detroit, but he also reminds me of their defensive coordinator,
Okay.
Glenn. He reminds me of Glenn. Glenn, he played the same way when he was at the Jets. So he's perfect for that system. He ain't got to press all the time. He's a great tackler. He's smart. His IQ is really good. So
I think I had what did I say about this guy? I said good special teamer, hard worker, blue collar. He brings the wood, like you said, great tackler, great change of direction, fights through the trash. Let's see here. He had 3 picks and 4 pass breakups in 2022. Top 10 guy. So there it is. As soon as I said top 10, it's in your top 10. He's a bang right in the kisser type hitter. That's not what I had on there. But yeah, straight out of Illinois. I'm looking. This is one of the guys that I was thinking like, hey, this is a steal. You know, no matter where you get him at, you were getting a day one type of NFL player right there when it comes to corner.
He's right now. They have him 1A, 1B again, just like Stout and Bryce Young. Him and Gonzalez are the top 2 corners. I just looked at Daryl Jeremiah's list. They have Witherspoon 1, Gun Porter is 3, and they have Emmanuel Forbes. Some have he has Emmanuel Forbes and he has Cam Smith as the 5th corner, but then some have Devontae Banks. Yeah,
Deontay. Yeah.
Deontay Banks is the 5th corner. But
Okay.
it all depends on, what's your flavor. So the Raiders, I don't think the Raiders have. I mean, they do need help on offense as far as the offensive line is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
But their defense couldn't stop. They couldn't stop the Colts. So that's what they need. And you traded. You got Jones. He's at it. He's I mean, yeah, he a wily vet, but he still got it. Obviously, he still got it. You got Max Williams on the other end, but you don't have any real help in that back end. So I gave them Gonzalez, Christian Gonzalez from Oregon, as the corner.
Mm-hmm.
You need corner help. He can play off ball. He can play man. Good in zone, so he'd be perfect for them.
You know who the Raiders gonna look at this guy and think of when they see his gameplay? From the past, Nnamdi Asomugha.
Wow, I didn't think about him.
Going back into the time machine on this one. You know, when it comes to shadowing technique.
Yeah, he was nice when he was at the Raiders. He fell apart when he came to Philly. I think the system is not. It wasn't for him. But if you want to run that same. What they're trying to develop over there at the Raiders, they're trying to run the same scheme that we run, along with the same scheme that New England runs. So if you go and run that, you need bigger corners anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that would be perfect for them. Number 8.
So he loves him. He said he loves that he's physical.
Yeah.
Okay.
See? Number 8, the Atlanta Falcons. I got him. He might be the best off-ball linebacker. He might be the best outside edge rusher in this whole draft.
Okay.
Honestly, but I think because he got the bend, he definitely got the speed. He ran a 4.38. I'm talking Nolan Smith. I got him going to the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
That's another team that's trying to switch over to that 3-4 scheme, a lot like what we do. Had the hybrid, the rush linebacker, linebacker. He would be perfect. Georgia, man, they've been pushing him out left and right. I mean, even going back to Justin Houston, like outside linebackers, you don't really go wrong with them. So I got him going there. Number 9, I got Paris Johnson. Somebody got to protect Justin Fields.
Oh yeah, like I said, all the things that they have put around Justin Fields this offseason, I feel like this is just another way of saying, hey man, we love you. You're our guy. We're gonna make sure you're there for a long time.
So I got Paris going there. Paris Johnson from Ohio State, offensive tackle.
Okay.
Eagles. At number 10, I got them picking Tyree Wilson. He's perfect. The reason I got them picking, I got them going with Tyree Wilson because one, they do need edge help. Graham is up there in age. You only got Sweat. Sweat's probably the youngest edge rusher that you have. I know they got Quinn in the trade, but I think that's maybe one more year on his deal. And Tyree, you could actually slide him in with that 4-3 scheme. You could have him play the wide nine. You can play him out on the edge, and he can slide in to that 3. You know, he's big enough, and he can move. So he would be perfect for that scheme. I think that works for them. They couldn't put any pressure on Mahomes at all. And you thought that they would be able to do it with that 4. That's what they like to do. They don't really blitz that much, you know. So I think that Tyree would be perfect there. Number 11, another quarterback going off. I got Will Levis going there, competing with
Levis going at 11. Changing the culture for Tennessee. This AFC South is going to look beast.
I think he's gonna be. I think if Levis didn't have all the injuries and he still has some of the pieces that Kentucky had the year before, again, he got a cannon of arm. He's super mobile. He's super to me he's Tannehill times 10.
Okay.
Not even times 3 because he got it. Tannehill was, a lot of people forget Tannehill was actually a receiver at Texas A&M. And then the last 2 years he became a quarterback.
Yeah.
So he still was like growing into the system, but this guy has been like a quarterback forever. He's jacked. He got the size. He's tough. They had no offensive line this year, and he was taking a pound, and he still was like a problem.
And I'm pretty sure, as close as Tennessee is to Kentucky, I feel like they would just be like, all right, our scouts don't have to go too far, and they found something just outside the front door. Let's bring this guy home.
If you already up there, if you went to Green Bay to try to see if you can get Aaron Rodgers, you might as well go ahead and turn it back and be like, you know what? Let's sit at 11. We're going to grab who we can grab. Or if we feel like we need to move up, we will. But I think Will Levis will be there.
Didn't they just go after a quarterback who was mobile and he's the backup there?
He is a backup there. I forgot his name, Malik.
Yeah.
But I guess he's not developing the way they want him to because if I'm not mistaken, I think they re-signed Dobbs. And this is the last year on Tannehill's contract. So
I was like, I like this cat watching him in the preseason. He was like,
he was doing it in the preseason.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun watch.
Yeah, Malik Willis. Thank you, Delish.
Yeah,
but I guess he, and again, who can? It all depends on what. Again, it goes back to the system. Like, I know that's the Shanahan. They running the Shanahan system over there, but are they helping him develop? Because even in that, if you watch that Kansas City game, and that was the only game that was actually televised that I saw anyway, that he was in. Oh yeah, in the Buffalo game, but that was the one that he started because Tannehill was injured. All he was really able to do is drop it down to the tight ends. Like he has the arm, but I don't know if they don't trust him or they didn't really give him the opportunity to grow. So I mean, you draft your quarterback, you let him develop, and then he goes off. He can go off someplace else and have an opportunity to start somewhere. And it's happened plenty of times. You know what I mean? With plenty of quarterbacks. So
sometimes I do wish they just take a little bit more time. I mean, you pick a guy and you put them like you have this quarterback thinking, all right, this may be the future here. I say give him another year before you go pick another quarterback, but I don't know. I just had more faith in Malik. I thought for sure Malik would be a fun, give him a chance, give him a shot, and it just didn't turn out right, but that's fine.
This dude, Wilbur is a fool.
When Lamar asked for a fully guaranteed contract, owner had the same shirt Cam. I love it. I swear I love this dude.
That was a good one. Nobody.
It's just funny, Lamar sitting here on, he's on Instagram saying, "I know my worth. Y'all can't ride my wave because you ain't surfing," saying all this. I was like, look, bro, quit fight people on Instagram and go fight Eric DeCosta in the office.
All right, so we had 12, man, and you might as well you got to give Bryce some whether it's Bryce or CJ Stout, either way. They don't have any receivers over there. You just traded Cook. You might as well go ahead and get the best one there, and that's JSN. So I see him going to Houston. Easy.
It's a little heartbreaking,
See, I know it's hard, but then and now
I
he got the weapons because I believe his name is Minchie, the one that had cancer.
Yeah.
He'll be back this year. You got him. He can work the slot in the outside.
Mhm.
He got speed, and you got JSN.
Oh yeah, like I said, that South, the AFC South is going to be something competitive for years to come now because, like, for years they sucked. For years they have been absolute garbage, but now you're seeing them start to rise back up. I thought for sure after the whole Andrew Luck, I was like, that division is just absolute trash. You can have a negative record and get into the playoffs over there, but now this is going to be one of those competitive divisions because of sunshine, and now because you got guys like JSN sitting in there. I mean, it is going to be super competitive there.
Jess, I got him go with the tackle for Northwestern. I'm not butchering nobody's names. First name is Peter.
Oh, Skoronsky? Yeah. Yeah, Peter Skoronsky, man. Peter Skoronsky.
I ain't butchering my man name. I'm butchering it all.
To the Jets. Get some protection for Aaron when he finally get to town that they actually get the pick right. If Tennessee don't come in there and sneak that from him.
New England, I was up in the air with this because I know they said they want to get some more receivers for Mac. I know they got they got Juju to run the slot to replace Jacoby Myers, but your leader of that whole defense is just retired. So you gonna go? This what Bill did. He went, let me call my boy.
Yep. Look at fam.
Hey, we call Save up.
Mm-hmm.
Think about we going to grab Branch. All right, that's it. That was it. Branch can play safety. He can play free safety, strong safety. He can be a nickel corner. He's that good. Forget about his 40 time. Everybody can't run the 40. We done had this discussion before.
Yeah, when it comes to safeties, I mean, you're not expected to be the fastest, safety out there.
That's the only reason he's dropped down. The same thing that happened with Kyle Hamilton because he didn't run the 40 the proper way.
Okay.
And it's really not the proper way. It's just the fact that your get off got to be on. And I'm starting to think, honestly, some of these players, I think they purposely don't even care because I think they don't want to remember. If you run a great time,
the draft stock goes up.
Player, you're gonna be in that top 10 tier, and you may go to a team that's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Red said Mac Jones won't be the quarterback. I think he will, bro. At least for one more year. They got to give him one more year. He didn't have an offensive coordinator, nor did he have, any receivers that were helping.
I mean, he was looking for trade partners. So they were looking for trade partners for Mac Jones, and they just could not. They was just like this nasty old bagel. Like, hey, you want this bagel? And I was like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, you want this bagel? No, thank you.
You got to at least give him another year. They said they're going to stick with him. They got to at least give him another year because he didn't have a coordinator last year. Like,
right.
How you got Matt Patricia and freaking Joe Judge as your coordinator and your quarterback coach? Like, what Judge know about the offense anyway? Nothing. He didn't even know how to be a head coach at the Giants. I don't even know how he got that job.
No, you know what? Like I said, it's a whole difference between coaching young men as a whole on both offensive and defensive side team, leading men versus running schemes. That's it's a totally different world. That's why I'm just like, all right, when you go to hire a coach, the interview process it's very important.
Yep.
Let's see. He says Kyle Hamilton was really mocked a top 5 pick. Now this is where I gotta give Cameron his props because last year he mocked Hamilton to the Ravens and was dead on.
As soon as he ran that bad 40, I was like, he might if he slipped, we gotta get him, bro. We gotta get him. We gotta get him, man. I was a fan of him since he was a freshman. So
yeah. Now don't get me wrong. You know who I wanted last year was Davis.
Yeah.
I was a little heartbroken, live on the show, just
He was there.
broke it down.
He was there for a second. I just got a feeling like this year is going to be similar to last year, where we think we're gonna get something, but we're gonna wind up someplace else. Number 15, I got. I told my boy, and he's a Green Bay fan. So is my cousin. He was telling me about how they like to go. They like big receivers in the slot. They don't really draft any small receivers. The last time since Matt LaFleur has been there.
Yeah, they do like the big guys. They always like big guys.
Like any of the slot receivers to be small.
Mm-hmm.
And said if they go offense, he thinks Quentin Johnson to be there. So that's what I mocked him with. I kept saying, I was like, I think y'all gonna get Flowers. He's like, nah, we like big receivers. LaFleur doesn't like small receivers. And that makes sense because they get Quentin Johnson, they can slide him to the outside, and you can put your best receiver in the middle, either Dobbs or you can put Watson in there and run in the slot, and he can block as well as you got speed all over. So they're great at between Green Bay and Pittsburgh. They're the best two, in my opinion, y'all, as far as developing receivers.
Yeah, I think him and Watson gonna look really good out there.
Yep,
Christian Watson, I believe.
Christian Watson.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, Dobbs has a rapport with Love because they both went to Nevada.
Yeah, I think I said Love is one of those guys that he plays like Mahomes. He's just a degree off, and the second he gets on, it's gonna look nice. So I say give him a shot, give him a chance, y'all, before we throw Love in the trash.
Yeah,
say Love don't live here no more in Green Bay.
I can see
this guy. There's a reason they like this guy a lot.
I can see him going tight end too. But I was talking to my boy. Like I said, I was talking to him. He's a big Green Bay fan. He was like, they definitely going. He thinks they're gonna go defense. But he said if they go offense, he said if they go receiver, it's going to be a big receiver. And I think that this is going to be the first time in a long time that Green Bay drafts a number one receiver. And I think they honestly going to do it just to piss Aaron Rodgers off.
We got a weapon over here. You want to come back? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, we got a number one. Oh, they're not going to go first round, huh? I don't think they would do that.
Let's pay these bills. But we got 5 comments here. Let's see. Reg is saying worst pick might be the worst pick we've made. I don't know. And then Delicious saying chill. So I don't know who he was talking about worst pick. Oh, he said he was talking about Kyle Hamilton, the worst pick we made. Like,
wow,
Reg wanted the wide receiver so bad last year. He was just.
He did want a wide receiver. This
man was sitting up there with the Ray Lewis statue hanging off the side, just with a cardboard sign. Yo, we need a wide receiver.
That's what everybody was shooting for us to get a wide receiver. That's right.
Don't get it wrong. Like I was, to an extent, I was like, hey, it'd be great to have wide receiver. But I was like thinking defense.
Yeah.
And I wanted the guy, the defense.
My man too, that we did get Linderbaum. He was like, we go offense, that'll be good. So
I said, what if the Packers go tight end and get Kincaid? I mean, that would definitely help out a young quarterback to have that security blanket to throw to as far as tight end.
Everybody still heard about Pickens. The list still heard about Pickens. Man, we can't do nothing about it. None of us can do nothing about it.
All I do is throwing shade all over Twitter.
We got to worry about Pickens. We got to worry about Allen, and we got to worry about Deontay Johnson. Now he got weapons, while Lamar ain't got no weapons. Pickens only in the second year, and they done gave him a whole bunch of weapons.
Yeah, I mean, but Lamar got weapons now. He got weapons now. We got Rashard. We're gonna hope he's back. Duvernay, and of course OBJ.
They loading up. Pittsburgh loading up, bro. So we gotta.
Love is bougie. Yeah, we give him a chance, man.
He looked good against the Eagles, man. When he got an opportunity to come out there when Aaron Rodgers got hurt, he did look good, man. You gotta give Jordan Love a little bit of time, B. Give him an opportunity to get there.
Yeah, I think the Ravens were a little butthurt about Pickens too, but they all right. They're gonna be okay.
I don't know. Reg is being mean. Brooke. Reg is being mean. Of course. Who else would be being up?
Wilber's got the mean streak too, but That's all right. Let's see.
So where we at? 16.
16, yes, sir.
So Washington, they need corners. That front seven is nice. I know they want to get another linebacker, but
And you had him above.
yeah, only reason because of the system. Again, we talking system wise. Who fits the system?
Okay.
It could be one or two, but I think they just go down the street and grab Banks,
Yeah.
opposed to grabbing Porter. Like it's one or two.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about system. Like he fits with, with he fits the Washington system. I'm not saying Porter doesn't though. So
I'm with you. I think
it's either going to be Porter going to Washington,
yeah,
and Banks going to Philly. I mean, Banks going to Pittsburgh, or vice versa. I did it for the sake of it. It'd be nice if I had a son and I played in the league,
and I played for my team. Yeah.
my son get the opportunity to play at the same team. I think that'd be a beautiful thing. So I put Banks there and Joey Porter there at Pittsburgh, which would be, it'd be nice. If they don't go, if Pittsburgh doesn't go there and pick up Joey Porter, I really think they're gonna go offensive line.
Yeah, I think it'd be a dream to see, see your son play for the team that you played for, for so many years. People had him, mocked to Baltimore a few times, but I just don't think Pittsburgh was going to let him slide.
No.
If he's a first-round prospect, they have a need. I think this matches up just fine.
After that, Detroit goes back. They said, you got to finish building up that defense. You got yourself a corner. You might as well go ahead and get you a penetrator in the middle. So I got him going Kansas from Pitt. You got old boy on the outside. I'm saying everybody's old boy because I'm having a brain fog right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. We got to go through these rosters.
I'm tired, y'all. You got old boy from Michigan from last year running on the edge. So you good. You good in there. Now, Tampa Bay, I got them going with Van Ness. He can play the 5 technique. He can also be on the outside on the edge. So I think he'd be perfect behind Shaquille, and also what's his name? Joey what? The other outside linebacker for he's from the University of Washington. He plays for Tampa Bay. Tryon, is it Tryon?
Oh, I know you're talking about Tryon.
Tryon.
Yeah, Tryon. It's got this long name. It was super light. It's like a hyphen, Tryon or something like that. Yeah.
Y'all. Anyway, going to 20. Now, listen, this is going to happen too. This is my prediction. It's going to happen one or two ways. This is what I was talking about on Monday. One or two ways. For today, because I know they want to get one more receiver, along with Metcalf, along with Tyler Lockett. They need another outside receiver. I think Jordan Addison would be perfect because he can play outside, he can play inside. But I'm telling y'all, I really think on the 20th pick they're going to pick a quarterback for their future. I just got a feeling Hendon Hooker. I think 5 quarterbacks are going to go in this
first round.
I really think that. So I think that Hendon Hooker may be there at 20. I
think they don't give enough credit to D. Eskridge in Seattle. I think that guy he is a decent 3, and I mean Seattle's got the flexibility to be able to do what they want now because they're pretty even all across the board.
Right.
And so of course this is a luxury for them to be able to pick up whatever they want. Initially it was up top, and then to come back around and do this again. They picked up Jalen Carter and then be able to go back on offense and do whatever they want to do because they got those 2 picks. So the first one was like to fill a need. The second one was like, hey, this is a luxury pick and they can do whatever they choose to do. I could see, I don't know, I see the wide receiver more than I see the corner, or it's gonna be the quarterback, just simply because you just paid a guy. Yeah, it was a little bit, but it was a lot of it, in my opinion.
My only reason I say that is because you don't have to hit. You don't have, obviously each bracket 1 through 10, 10 to 20, 20, on 20 on up, whatever. The bracket changes as far as like the advance and how much you got to pay the player, right?
Right.
First round. So if you do get Hendon Hooker there, you still got the 5th year option. That's one. And I know he's an older player, but you get an opportunity to let him sit. I'll be honest with you, knowing Cleveland, they do shocking things. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to jump into the first round.
No, they can't just sit. I know, you got to think about it. GMs like them, like Denver and Cleveland are sitting here like watching all this gold just go, and they see a guy that they want towards the back end. They gotta be sitting there getting answers like, do something. Fans are probably sitting here like, yo, do something.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised at all. But I really feel like this is around this time. I really think we're going to trade back, even though, like I said, for the sake of the sake of what we're doing for the mock, I'm not doing it. But I honestly think that we're not going to be able to get one of the receivers. We're not going to be able to get Addison. We're not going to be able to get Zay Flowers. I really think that the Giants, because they don't have a receiver, and they've been talking about all these receivers that, obviously they didn't they're not trying to make the trade for Hopkins, and I don't think Hopkins wants to go there because he does have no trade clause in his contract. They're not on his list, I don't believe. I know it's Buffalo, Baltimore, Atlanta, and I think is it 2 other teams that's on his list?
What are you talking about?
As far as Hopkins is concerned.
Oh yeah, Nuke was there. Buffalo.
Buffalo.
New York was in the mix. KC was in the mix.
Uh-huh.
I don't think the Chargers was there.
No, I didn't see the Chargers. Atlanta is in the mix.
I don't see why, but yeah.
I mean,
they got the money. I think that's probably the biggest factor with them. Yeah. They got money.
Yeah, they do. They got money to burn. So, and I know Atlanta. So I got Jordan Addison going to Seattle. 21. I got Zay Flowers going to the Chargers.
You
I'm trying to tell you. That's what. Look,
I wasn't even going to do this today, but you know what?
Hey, brother. Look here. I honestly think Zay Flowers gonna go to Kansas City. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think he's gonna get to us. I think Kansas City's gonna trade. I wouldn't be surprised if Kansas City either trades with Seattle or trades with Tampa Bay to move in front to have an opportunity to either pick Zay Flowers or pick Jordan Addison. Reason being, one, they got the draft capital to do so. Number two, when you go into play, you playing catch with Mahomes. Yeah. They went to see Zay Flowers and they had a running routes with Mahomes.
He gonna try. You think the Kansas City Chiefs gonna trade up?
They have like 11 picks.
Yeah, I mean, but of course Baltimore wants
all them picks. Not like EDC did. He's not going to them picks. No, he gonna trade up. He's definitely going. Bro, let me say it again. Zay Flowers was playing catch with Mahomes. Not like, hey, let's go out in the park and just have some fun. No.
In my opinion on that, man, like, look, if I have my pro day, I'm finna bubble wrap myself into the draft. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just playing catch with a team that's
no.
Yeah, I don't know.
You went for a visit, and Mahomes said, "Yo, if this gonna solidify me getting the draft, get my spot, and you only running, you might have to work out when you get there anyway. You visiting."
So you think Baltimore? You think Kansas City is going to jump in front of Baltimore at 21 to get this guy?
I think Kansas City or the Giants are going to try to jump in front because the Giants need a receiver.
Because I'm looking at the depth chart of the Chargers right now, and they just got back Guyton. Guyton is he's a speedster. Right. They got Mike Williams still. They got Palmer, who was showing up last year. And, of course, they still got Keenan Allen. They are great at receiver right now. Huh?
He might be a cap casualty. They might cut him.
Oh, wow. I mean, of course, that's says ultimate Ravens material all over it. You know,
Oh yeah,
washed up cap casualty receiver, whatever that
that's what
might have some juice left.
because I don't think they're going. They can't trade him. They haven't. I mean, I think they may have talked about it, but if they can't find a trade partner for him, they might cut him.
It's just all the injuries with Keenan. Keenan has a very great upside.
That's the reason why they want to go young. That's the reason. You just said it. That's the reason.
Yep.
And Zay can play outside. He can play inside. You good to go. So,
Here we go. Y'all ready for this?
listen, man. Let me tell you something.
Hey, get your hands ready. If you don't like it, get your hands ready. Get the slash ready. If you like, if you don't like the pick, get them ready, folks.
I don't. You can't be cool with me, Reg. All right, listen here, man. Listen here. Yeah.
He got something against wide receivers, but yes, he does.
Receivers, bro. I got nothing. Listen, man. Pittsburgh is loaded up.
Like, you get a wide receiver. You get a wide receiver. You get a wide receiver.
I'm just telling you. I think I got a feeling that's how it's gonna go down, bro. I don't think that we gonna get a receiver. I mean, would I love to have Zay Flowers? Yes. He's the only one I keep talking about.
Zay didn't come to Baltimore, man. Forget Pat. Zay is listening. Come to Baltimore.
I was happy that he came on the visit, but when you tell me that you out there running routes for Patrick Mahomes,
Yes,
like
it does say something. It does say, like you said, with them type.
Did you hear that about any other? Hold on. Did you hear that about any other starting quarterback that's out there? You running routes with the MVP of the Super Bowl.
I mean, I ain't really heard much of workouts. Like I ain't heard like quarterback, wide receiver workouts going down between a pro and a college player. I mean,
that happens.
You don't hear about it, right? Unless it's at their pro day.
Yeah, unless they practicing or whatever. You practicing during the off season. But you telling me you went on a visit, and Mahomes was there, and he's like, "Yo, let's. I want to see if you gonna be. Let's get him. Let's rush the routes with him. If this work, he perfect. And if he goes there, problem.
So the only way I'll be happy about this is if nothing goes. Here's the thing. Hear me out, though. Hear me out.
I sweat.
The only way I'll be happy about this is if the Chiefs come and trade Baltimore for those picks. Give me some picks. Okay. And we gonna get the guy. And we got to trade back to 31. Give me the picks.
Only way I can see us trading with Kansas City. I would never trade if Zay was there.
Yeah, Zay's not there.
If it's a receiver that you don't want that's there.
Yeah, Jordan Addison's there or something like that. Okay, cool.
If Zay is there and Jordan Addison is there, I think they pick one of the two. But if Zay is there,
if Quentin Johnson is there, then they can have Kansas City can happen. Give us the picks. We'll take the picks.
But I don't think he don't even fit the bill. Quentin Johnson is like I don't think he fit. He doesn't fit. Like the run after catch. Like,
Brooke. So don't worry, Reg. We got Tariq Black to say today. Oh, bro.
All right, so here we are, man.
We doing it.
So
ready?
Yeah. So look, we going corner.
All right, maybe y'all don't like it. Go get the slaps ready.
I think he's in the top 5 of Emmanuel Forbes. If he sit him down at the table, let him get a couple of burgers in the system, he get him up to 185.
Look, I'm going to hold my slaps because I like this pick. I do like this pick, but I think it's a little early, but I like the pick.
That's why I think that for the sake of I can't trade. I didn't want to do all the trading and stuff. So for the sake of the mock, I just we trade back and we pick them up. Emmanuel Forbes, you can't really go wrong. We need help at corner, right? We need the 3 areas that in my opinion, other than what's been said, that we need help. Obviously, receiver. We still need more receivers.
You got somebody who's happy. He said, "Please don't be Brees." Hey, I'm with you.
It wasn't Brees. I think Forbes is like He's another version of Marcus Peters, except he just need to wait on him, bro. How you lead the SEC in interceptions?
Yeah. All right. All time pick sixes.
Started all 4 years. I understand he 160 pounds, 66 pounds. You put the weight on him. He's not afraid to hit. He comes up to hits every time, and he hasn't had any injuries.
Yep. He picked off Will Levis once. This dude plays the ball in the air like a boss. 17 pass breakups, 6 pick sixes. They call him Mr. Pick Six.
Yeah.
Dude is beast. He's a beast. Good instinct, solid in zone coverage. Reaction time it needs a little shaky, but he'll be straight. More reps.
Yeah, this is going to take time. Like you develop him on that level.
Yeah, but this is what I said about him a couple weeks ago. I said this is the guy who will steal your lunch money if you ain't watching. Like he will straight out your pocket or right at the register. He will take your lunch money. This is that guy.
So
and he runs a 4.35.
I do obviously think that we're gonna get a receiver. I mean, the way things are going, maybe Brooke might she might get a wish to come true with Hop coming in.
Yeah, she's been all over the social media with this. I need Hopkins wish list, Christmas stuff, all this. This girl been wanting Hopkins like it ain't no thing. Like I ain't see her showing no love to Rashad Perriman like that. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Like it's messed up.
All I know is if we get Hop, somebody gonna have to step up.
Oh yeah.
If we get Hop, somebody got to step up, and I'm really talking about the young boys because next year it's only under contract. You only got him and Tyler Wallace, so you got to step up, bro. You got to. You got two of the best. If we do get Hop, you get two of the best there, which Lamar deserves. But those young receivers, whoever's in there, I don't care if you get cut or not. You better take and soak in as much knowledge as you possibly can.
I really hope we take multiple swings at receiver and just make them battle it out like there's no tomorrow in camp, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's.
I said if Nuke don't come here.
Huh?
I said if Nuke don't come here, that's kind of what my hope is, that they take multiple swings at receiver and let them fight like dogs in camp.
Yeah. So I do have a menu for us. I really anything after this I don't care about.
I knew you was gonna stop there. That's why I didn't type out this whole list. That's why I'm typing it up right now.
I'll tell you who it is, but who do we really care? Because we just do we really care? Like we just care about what's going on with B-More. We don't really care about the rest of these folks.
Like, who's gonna we gotta know who's gonna take what in front of us.
And the other draft that I had, I actually had Van Ness coming to us.
So you don't want the rest of. Let's play the rest of these out real quick.
Now, I both Minnesota picks Breeze.
Hang on one second. Let me. I just keep talking. I got to get the rest of these picks in there.
Jacksonville gets Roderick Jones to tackle.
One second.
Oh, okay.
See, yeah, I'm still typing, man. Still typing away.
Oh.
And then okay, so we got all 31. So you said we are at pick number 23. We got Brian Reese, Clemson, defensive interior.
And they need to. They couldn't stop. They couldn't stop anybody from running on them. So they do need that help. It'd be perfect for them. They switched over to a 3-4, so they need the help. Jacksonville with Roderick Jones. Protect your franchise.
Yeah, I mean, you just see people on the tape, man. He's just bullying people, man. Love watching, I love watching linemen pancake people, man. This is a guy who can pancake.
Giants, they go with Osiris. The name itself is vicious. That's a vicious.
Yeah, run on linemen.
Now listen, this can go two ways. I really think that the Giants, if they don't do that, they're gonna draft. And they don't move. Say they don't trade. If they don't draft him, I really think they're gonna try to go ahead and get Jalen Hyatt wide receiver. Yeah. Only reason I say that is because, he's the 5th best receiver coming out, and they need help at the wideout. I mean, you signed back Sterling Shepard, but Sterling Shepard is not going to start, but he's your slot receiver anyway.
Here's the question. So, They got Sterling Shepard.
Mm.
They picked up a wide receiver last year that I was crazy about. Wandale Robinson, who got all this twitch.
But he's really going to be your slot. Sterling is only back for a year. So he's the fourth receiver now.
And then Isaiah Hoggins? He showed up a little bit last year.
Yeah, he showed up. He's definitely gonna get his due.
And they got depth. So you got Darius Slayton and you got Jamison Crowder sitting over there. And then like the rest of these guys are just gonna have to battle it out. They even got Mekhi Polk sitting over there from the Ravens.
Crowder left. He was only at Buffalo for a year.
Yep.
Oh, so now he's at the Giants.
Yeah, so I mean they got the depth there, and they got a pick from last year that they're expecting, or a couple of picks from last year that they're expecting to show up. Plus they got Paris Campbell. They look for a speed element there. So, I think this is one of those guys you're hoping that they revive their career because it just we were expecting more than what he gave in Indianapolis.
Yeah, I just don't think the system was like. I forgot who drafted. Who was the quarterback when he first got there? Andrew Luck was, I think, his rookie year. Andrew Luck was supposed to be the quarterback, if I'm not mistaken.
For Paris?
For Paris Campbell, and then that's the year he retired.
Yeah, we're going back in the time machine. I can't remember.
When did he retire? 2018.
Yeah, I think it might have been before that.
Because Paris came out the same year Lamar came out, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Might have been Wentz over there by that time, right?
No, I think. No, Wentz wasn't away. Wentz was only no. It was Jacoby Jones was there. He was the backup, and because he was there.
I was like Jacoby Jones, the Dragonfly. No. The brisket, yeah.
And Andrew Luck was there, and I think that's the year that yep, sure was, because I remember the year before that we played Indianapolis, and what did we play? We played him in Baltimore, and Jacoby was starting because Andrew Luck was hurt. And then that rookie year, his Paris rookie year, that's when he retired. Yep. That's it.
Okay. All right, let's keep it rolling. Where are we at? 25.
Where we at? 25.
Yeah, this one here, I like this pick. This is gonna be.
I see it happen. I see it happen. It makes all the sense in the world. I would never let Bijan Robinson that's in my backyard get to Philly.
Yeah, he slides past like ain't no way.
He ain't making it at 30, bro.
Absolutely not.
And Dallas is notorious for picking running backs in the first round.
Yeah, they basically know Pollard is not gonna be that guy, the bell cow. Like he is flash in the pan, hot, and he's a great change of pace back, but he is not the bell cow. This guy will be the bell cow.
Yep. And they haven't had a good. I think he's better than Ezekiel Elliott is. So, but obviously times have changed as far as like wanting to draft a running back that high, especially when you take the opportunity. When late round draft picks have been like soaring, like Pacheco coming out of nowhere. Shout out to Rutgers, coming out of nowhere and getting his in. And now we finally got a linebacker going off the board. you gotta replace Edmonds because he's now in Chicago, and why not get somebody that's very similar to him that can play outside and inside? Because Edmonds at Virginia Tech played middle linebacker and he played outside linebacker.
Yep. Hey, I just want to pause just for a second. We got over 243 viewers on Twitter right now.
Nice.
So if you on Twitter, shout out to you. Hey, thanks for watching. Make sure you jump over to YouTube and hit the comment.
Hit the like button.
Hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Smack that bell.
Don't tell us who back. Yeah, and we didn't see you because nobody cares.
Yeah, I'm like, we don't see you up in the room. We want to see you comment here and not necessarily out there. So come on over from Twitter, come over to YouTube, and that way you can get in here and we can see some of the comments that you place in. And thanks for coming through.
Red's out of control, yo.
What Red said now?
Somehow must get JK on fantasy.
Cam must got JK on his fantasy team. He figured if we don't get wide receivers, we'll run JK a bunch of times.
Nah, man, listen, it's just not. I'm not saying who we gonna reach for. The top 5 are gone. I'm not reaching. I mean, you can get Jalen Hyatt, but I wouldn't get him at 22. He's not better than, and we need help in the secondary. You gotta. It's either going to be Emmanuel Forbes or you trade back. I mean, he's actually the 4th best corner right now. They were even just talking about how he would be in the top 3.
Okay.
If he had some size on him, as far as I mean, just sit him down and have him have some protein shakes, and all you can tell him.
Oh yeah, I gotta go call Jimmy Seafood up.
Yeah.
Like, look, we're gonna feed this dude for a little bit. Have him stick there for about half a day. Get all the crab cake. Make sure it's extra breaded up. Good to go.
I said, all we doing is lifting and hitting the weights, lifting and hitting the weights. I don't have all my faith in Pro Shape, bro. Take it easy.
Hey,
faith.
Hey now.
I do have faith that we're gonna bring in another receiver.
You gotta bring Crochet into this. Look, man, leave my dude alone.
Gonna be hurt. Everybody broke
an entire day roasting this dude the second OBJ got signed. It was horrible. This dude deleted his Twitter.
I believe him.
He deleted his Twitter. He was so pissed off about the whole thing.
Thank God he showed up to he still showed up to organize stuff.
Oh, that was Brooke over here saying all of you are just
Yo,
bro.
All I'm saying is that I would like us to get receiver, but obviously we get D-Hop, we're not going to look at receiver, but I would like. Do I see us getting a receiver?
Yeah,
I do, but honestly, and a big part of me feels like it ain't going to happen. Not because we don't want to,
receiver.
it's just because it's the same thing like last year. I did want. I said if Kyle falls, we got to get him. I just thought he would be perfect because we need a playmaker. But I was on the hey, we got to get a wide receiver. We got to get a wide receiver. We were trying to get Wilson. That was the plan. Then Jets grabbed him. Then London got grabbed. So those are the 2 receivers. Those are the best 2. Yeah. And then, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Chris Olave get picked before we got to pick?
I think Olave was after, because New Orleans got some picks in the late teens. I think
they had 2 picks, didn't they? Then they traded. They traded.
Right. They did have 2 picks. They had 2 picks.
They had 2 first-round picks, and they traded one.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Eagles traded in front of us to get Davis. So
just terrible.
It's not that I don't want any receivers. I'm just trying to tell you how the board gonna shake out, bro. Mm-hmm. This is what I'm seeing, how the board may shake. Don't be acting like that, Reg. Chill, son. All right. I think Cincinnati's gonna go defense. And the reason I think they're gonna go defense, they lost Eli Boo Boo Apple, right?
Where he at now?
Huh? I don't know. He's a free agent.
He on the streets. They finally realized this dude was Boo Boo.
Yeah.
And they let him go.
And
that should have been news.
I don't know what team he's at, but then also your best corner is coming off an injury, so you got to get some depth there. So I got him going with Cam Smith from South Carolina.
Yeah, I think Cam Smith would be a definite upgrade for them. And there was no draft scenario where I didn't see Cincinnati picking up something significant for their team. That was because there was so much still left out there after Baltimore got off the clock. And that's why I think, yes, Baltimore could trade back for those, at least like 2-3 spots or something like that to pick up some extra change because there's so many significant players in this 20 to 32 range right now, or 31 range because Miami's stupid. But it's just, it is what it is.
After that, I got the Saints. They need edge help. I got them going with Miles Murphy.
Oh, let's go back. Big Red says Prochet about to pass that number 10. He just picked up 2 USFL started. He better get a roster spot unless he's waiting for the XFL next year.
I'll be surprised, yo. I won't be surprised.
He gonna blow that XFL up, bro. Y'all gonna keep hating on that dude, man.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
He gonna compete. He gonna come to camp. He do the same thing he do every year. Show up in camp, y'all. And then regular season. I can't speak for regular season.
After that, I got the Eagles. Since they can't get Bijan, they gonna go with Gibbs. So that makes more sense. They got Gibbs at number 30.
Okay, you got Gibbs there. Okay, so Miles Murphy, Clemson.
Miles Murphy
and Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
This is a beast running back as well. I think you can't go wrong. If I was Dallas and I had a choice between Robinson and Gibbs, I like both. I really do.
Yeah. I just think that I don't know if Gibbs is a every down back, but the Eagles is by committee, and plus Gibbs gives you. I think Gibbs. Not saying Bijan doesn't, but Gibbs gives them more out of it because he can actually line up as a receiver too, which is really good.
Yeah, London was gone. To go back to our previous discussion, London went to 8 to ATL, and they had a run on wide receivers before Baltimore, with Wilson, Olave, Jameson Williams. But
you just looked at it, huh?
Yeah, so I'm looking at it right now.
How many receivers went?
So before us, 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receivers before us.
Reg, apologize.
Huh?
I'm talking about Reg, Big Reg. Brooke, apologize, please.
Well,
apologize. Because they all said that I ain't want a receiver. Apologize. I'm trying to tell y'all what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, best player available, that's Baltimore's approach. So it's like when you look at it, the players that did go after Baltimore, though, that actually were decent players, Jahan Dotson, Kenny Pickett.
Yep.
And that was everything for the first round. There wasn't another wide receiver selected in the first round after that.
Let's we're gonna keep it a buck. We ain't gonna get Pickett at 15. George Pickett wasn't going at 15.
Yeah, Pickens. Pickens or Pickett. No, Pickens. Sorry, Pickens.
Pickens. Excuse me.
Yeah, he went second round, didn't
he? Yo, Brooke and Reg.
What they going about now? I refuse. Neither one of them want to apologize to each other.
Like, no, I refuse. Say it. Apologize, sucker.
Can you feel the love in here?
Apologize. I see you soon, Lolly.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And right. the last the fifth best receiver, and I don't want him to go there either, because I think he might be perfect in that system too, because he's good in open space, and that's Kansas City grabbing. We can't get Flowers. We'll go ahead and get
Jalen.
And I can see that happening.
Just absolute burner, and it's unfair. It's unfair because I just feel like that Kansas City don't deserve to be able to load up like this again and get an absolute torching type wide receiver that Pat Mahomes can load up and go get another ring with. This ain't fair. It's not fair at all. I need to speak to the manager.
He might be. I don't think he's getting a fair shake, man. Because he hasn't, people saying his route tree is not good, but his story alone, man, he could have transferred anywhere. He just worked and worked and worked. That's why I'm like, I like a dude like that. Like
I think he even said in an interview, like, hey, they only asked me to do one thing, a couple of things, and I did them great. And so they continued to kept going back to it.
He's not lying. If you torching, you had four tubs on Alabama. Not one, not two. Oh. So if we get hired, would you be happy? Would you be happy, Reg? Would you be happy, Brooke? We got hired. I'll be happy. I just don't think he's gonna go to hell. We're gonna have to trade back. We're gonna trade back for either one. We're gonna trade back. Either way, I think it's going down. I would like
to say he hope it doesn't happen, but y'all can see EDC fleecing the Eagles for pick number 30.
Yep.
Pat Queen, or at least 62.
I can see that. I can see they're gonna try to look. This is what I'm thinking too. I think the Cardinals about to trade Buda Baker because he don't want to be there. Nobody want to be in a rebuild. And and Hopkins, right? So if we do get Hopkins, I don't think they trade Queen to I think they trade Queen someplace else. Queen could get tried. Honestly, the Eagles need another. They need another linebacker. I can see him getting traded there for their second round pick. You package that pick and maybe one player, and you trade Hopkins. And you trade for Hopkins. Then Brooke will be happy. Reggie will be excited.
Trade for Newt.
They can tell me that I love the fact that y'all gonna apologize.
I don't think they apologize, bro.
No, just apologize. I wasn't saying no. Y'all gonna apologize.
They ain't for apologize. You lucky they give you the slaps right now. They just. All right, hang on. Big Reds wanted to share something with us.
What's that?
He got his drafts of what he wanted us to see here.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna
pull this. You're gonna be biased any doggone way.
All right, y'all ready? If y'all don't like it, get your slaps ready because this is Big Reg's selections throughout all the rounds. Here we go.
Addison at 22.
Yeah, he's got us going Addison at 22. Hang on, I'm trying to remember.
Hold up, you got all receivers?
Yeah, he don't went to the well and got 4 receivers. Ladies and gentlemen, get your slaps. Just bring all the slaps. Bring Brooke. I'm gonna use something you used earlier. You said delete it. No. We're gonna put
delete.
That was wow. I was not expecting that, bro.
You
went 4 wide receivers. Where you gonna put all these people? You ain't doing nothing but helping them lose jobs, bro. Because they come in. I mean, let's say they come in and they compete. Rashad Bateman's job is locked up. Devin's probably gonna get traded if they bring in at this many because he's gonna be banging on EDC's door saying, "What are you thinking? I still need a job here." And then, of course, Odell Beckham's job is secure. So then you got maybe 4 slots tops with all those receivers coming in.
Yeah, 4 receivers right there.
So you got Nelson Aguilar. So there's maybe 3 slots left. Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. Delicious.
Reg, you deserve everything.
That's how you build a wide receiver room. You know, this man says slap.
That's how you rebuild a wide receiver.
Yeah, of course, Bate gonna be mad either way. The second we draft, if we draft one in the first round, he gonna be mad. If we draft more than one, he gonna be mad. Bate gonna be mad regardless. Bate need to take it out on the field. Don't take it out on the front office.
Better stay healthy.
Yeah. Reg was not playing when it came to this wide receiver. Thank you. Yeah, slap yourself. There you go.
Yeah. Give yourself all the slaps.
Yeah, all the skippity paps. That's you, bro. That is all you, player.
He's gonna slap back.
He slapped back. I thought he was slapping himself. Like,
No, with all the big sucker, you didn't even slapping yourself.
I gotta take another look at this mess, man. Let's just look at this one more time.
Everybody.
This man got Jordan Addison. I do like Jaden Reed.
Hold on. Reg, now one of those receivers is over 6 feet, other than Thompson. Unbelievable, Reg. Give him some more slaps.
Slaps. Give him slaps, folks.
Give him some more slaps.
If you got any more slaps in your system, now's the time.
Say, okay, we get one corner. Let me pick him in the fifth.
Yeah, you get one. I'll get, he just picked him out like, all right, here you go. Just for satisfaction with the wide receiver.
He won the 5th round. Oh man.
So let me just go ahead and pull this. Let me pull this corner out the purse. You get this one. But for the rest of it, we just going wide receiver all day. You gotta imagine like the people that's getting the phone calls before they had to go up and announce the card. They're like, "Hey, you sure?" I mean, we just did it like 2 times already. So we got another one. Okay. I mean, I just work here. What did he say? He said, "Nah, I'm taking all those wide receivers and cutting the old ones." Whew. I mean, but who's starting? That's what I want to know. Like, you got all this right here. Who's starting?
You gotta. I mean, it ain't even. You gotta still remember, like, I don't really think the receivers had a good opportunity to even showcase their talent with the system that we was in, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Giro was great for like running everything. He runs everything through the tight ends, and obviously the running game is spectacular, but he don't set up anything for the receivers at all. So
And I think
I think
honestly, I think that
yeah.
Prochet is getting a reset button because of the new offense coordinator.
Huh?
I said I think Prochet's, I mean, they could have cut him. There's no reason they can't cut him right now.
No, you're right.
$1 million.
You're right.
And they haven't cut him. They talked about him in press conferences saying, hey, we like what we got here with him. That is like saying, hey, we're going to let this guy compete. I think it's a reset button. They want to see how he does in Monken's offense.
No, I mean, look, Brooks and D Hop. Let me ask you a question. Do you want more picks, or if Zay Flowers is sitting there? If we don't get Zay Flowers, and he's sitting there. All right, let's just say Zay Flowers is going. Let's go with that because we don't have enough. We don't have a draft. Buffalo has the draft capital. The Giants have draft capital. Kansas City has a lot of draft capital. We only have 5 picks. Now, are we looking to trade back because we can grab a receiver later? Or are we sitting right there and just say, like, it'd be nice if we sitting right there and you got Addison, you got Flowers. True, and some people say JSN. I doubt it. I don't think he gets past 15. Shit, honestly, I don't think he gets past 12. If they're gone, do you trade back and you get Hyatt? Would you be happy with Hyatt? Or
Based on what we got right there in the house, man. Yeah. I said, based on everything we got in the house right now, between Rashad Bateman, between Odell, between Aguilar, I think Hyatt comes in, fits the system, or fits what he's a different dynamic with, versus all these other ones. He's a different dynamic. I like the fit. I wouldn't be mad at it.
if Flowers is going, all of them are going. You rather trade back and try to grab Hyatt?
Yep.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I just don't know.
Of course, he'd be happy. He don't want his wide receivers. He'd be ecstatic.
I just don't want. I don't know, bro. I think I think honestly, I think if you trade back, depending on who you trade back with, maybe you could snatch him in the second round because I think he'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get him in the very beginning. But I'm just looking at the quality of the top 50 players. Like, I don't want to just reach and grab a receiver because he's there. I want to grab the best player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's the whole purpose. Like, if you can grab if he's there, even if Brooke gets if she gets her wish and we get Hop, we're not drafting the receiver, Reg. You know that, right? There's no way in hell you draft the receiver in the first round if you get D-Hop.
Yeah, we get Nuke. I don't think they're going wide receiver first round. I know that for sure.
So you don't think they're going wide receiver first round?
Yeah, if they get Nuke, then no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if we get Hop, there's no reason. There's no reason to go first round with a receiver. But if they don't, are we just trying to? You think you just want to draft a receiver just to draft a receiver? I want somebody that's going to be worth it. Like,
I just want somebody that's going to stick around for a little while. I mean, right now Odell's on a 1 year, and
I think he's going to be there next year.
I'm like, and like you said, unless they sign him to that multi-year deal, these void years are going to hurt eventually.
$11 million, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, do we do this or do we go get a wide receiver that's going to be there? Like what somebody said, taking hostages. We take this hostage. They're there for 4 years or 5 years because of the 5th-year option, and we got something that's long term and cheap. Let's just say they happen to pop off and go great while some of these veterans, they're taking a couple games off or they're not. They didn't come back and things weren't as they expected, and we have a wide receiver the first round that pops off like Zay, I'd be excited.
You know, Smith was there today, right? To visit.
Huh?
Nolan Smith went to the castle to visit today.
Oh, JSN was there?
No, Nolan Smith was there.
Oh.
I mean, Anthony Richardson went there, but he's just, got to do your 30 visits. You don't have to.
Yeah.
But Nolan Smith was there, which is a big possibility that he may be around. He could go in the top 10. He could be another one. That's why I'm like, I keep saying it like somebody, there's going to be a runner receiver someplace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If the Cardinals do decide to, if they do finally trade Hopkins, whether it's to us or to Buffalo, whichever way, because they were just talking about, Miller was just talking about Hopkins coming in. If he goes there or Buffalo, comes to us or Buffalo, and the Cardinals do decide to trade back instead of getting Will Anderson, they're gonna get a receiver. Because now they only have Hollywood and they got more. They don't have any, they don't have anybody over 6 feet at the wideout position. So that's going to happen. So if they trade back, I just there's a lot of receivers. Even Detroit needs a receiver outside, even though they got Williams last year. They still need a big receiver. They don't have any big receivers. So there's a lot of teams that need receivers that are picking before us. That's the problem. I'm just looking at the reality of it. Like, okay, just get prepared. What are we going to grab if we can't get a receiver? Obviously, the next thing would be corner. Okay, other than this one, because the first mock draft I did, I had us getting Banks.
Yeah.
Then I thought about it. I said, let's think about it, because who else need corners? Okay, if we don't get Banks, we need to find somebody that's going to replace Calais Campbell. Like, we don't have, just like our receiver room next year, our defensive line room is going to be empty too, unless they sign Matabike. Him and Roger Washington are gone. This is both their fourth season. You got Michael Pierce. He'll have 2 more years on 2 more years. He's on a 3-year deal, so this will be his second year on his contract. So he got 1 more year.
Okay.
Only Brent Urban is only on a 1-year deal. So
yeah, I think they'll bring it. I mean, it depends on how he's got. This is a prove year for him. If he shows up decent, they'll let him stick around.
Well, Brent.
Yeah, but yeah. I don't think that. I think they're gonna go in a different direction. To be honest.
Yeah, it's cheap though. He's just there. He's just a gap. He's just a gap player. He's like,
sure.
We're not looking for him to start. So we all gonna need help with the defensive line. Like, we only got one young player that's there, and that's Jones. So are we gonna go there? We still haven't done anything as far as the corners are concerned. They brought in heads that may be able to play across from Humphrey, but nobody that's like, okay. So I'm assuming we're gonna grab Peters.
Mm-hmm.
You still need to get another corner. Peters is what, 30? 30 years old, 30 years old, 31.
The legs is going. They're going.
They're gonna start putting him on the same deal that they put on Jimmy Smith. So you're gonna have to draft the corner. So it's about
I miss Jimmy, man. I miss Jimmy.
Bro, you better not say nothing bad.
You know she finna come in here and come for Jimmy's soul. This is what she do.
I mean, where are we going? That's my question. Like, where are we going? If y'all tell me, Reg, you tell me where we going. If we can't go receiver, if those top 5 receivers are going, where are we going?
I think Keely Ringo. You
saying Ringo?
Yeah, I thought Ringo would be like one of the choices, or Emmanuel Forbes.
Okay, so if we don't go corner,
if
we don't go corner, where we going?
If we don't go corner, we trading out of that pick. If we don't go wide receiver, we don't go corner, we trading back.
I think. I
We will
mean,
trade. I think we will trade out of the first round if we don't do that. If the guy that they don't want is there,
Yeah,
if
we
these
want.
guys aren't there, if Zay isn't there, if Jordan Addison isn't there, if Forbes ain't there, if Keely Ringo ain't there, if of course Joey Porter ain't there, if Cam Smith ain't there, they trading out that pick.
What you think, Reg? Adib, Brooke, Delish,
Brooke throwing shade.
Three Glass. Where y'all think? Who you think? Who you think the pick gonna be? Or what? Well, not even the pick. What position?
Said he said he gonna run it back. Or he said knowing Baltimore. Sorry, knowing Baltimore. He said, yeah, we'll probably take a running back. You know, and it wouldn't shock me. I would be pissed on furniture and stuff, but
I'd be like,
I would probably be throwing some furniture up in here. But yeah, you know what they did? I'd be like, you know, that is such a Baltimore move.
that really is though. That really is. But okay, if we don't go corner, that's what I'm saying. If we don't go corner or receiver, because those are the main two positions that we really need to solidify. We need hope in those positions.
All right, so if we didn't go and we had to stick with the pick, well, I don't know, man. I mean, I got to go to Clemson.
Think about that for a minute though, because that's why I brought it up. Like if we're not going this thing on light, boy, I'll tell you.
Do we go left guard? I mean,
what? Not at no first. You better
you
not.
know, like Osiris Torrance, you know.
Listen, I sent them up. I sent them a mock.
You sent a mock too? Where you sent a mock to? Let's see. Wait, hold on. Did I get a message? I did get a message. Hey, hang on. I'll do that one too.
O-line before we go defensive line.
I think you know if it comes to solidifying the line as a whole, and I mean I know this is like not giving Cleveland his chance, but I think it's an opportunity to actually make that line as solid as it can be for the season.
But we have more depth. I think you just picking every damn position. You can't pick every position. I think we
go all of it.
Interior
wide receiver, corner. I think interior defensive line, interior offensive line, and edge.
Brother, you rolling dice. Come on, 6 with your funky ass. Just give me one. Give me one.
So I'm adding one to Dropbox right now from Delicious.
Lish, don't go crazy. You gonna get some slaps too now. Okay, you think we're gonna go edge? Okay. I think give him. Look, I think we're gonna kicker if Tucker got a sprained toe. I think give it every damn position. Look,
but
oh no,
Brooke said we're going edge.
All right, thank you, Brooke.
Okay, so let's see. Let me see this one comment right quick, and then we'll go to the next one.
Position, brother. One position.
All right, so we'll go with Delicious's draft right here. And it's uploading. I haven't really taken much of a look, so good luck, Delicious. Don't get slapped.
All right. Damn, Delicious winning with the trades. You got the trades too? Okay, brother. All right. I see how you work it.
This man say, all right, he got Zay Flowers. Okay, I love it. Love with the trade back.
About Mingo. I'm starting to believe in you, brother. I'm starting to believe in him. He's sneaking up the board.
Hey, Mingo. Okay, little Devo Samuel Jr. Look at it. Eli Ricks.
Huh?
So you got Eli Ricks out of Alabama. You know, I like Alabama corners, man. You know, love them.
Alabama corner.
Let's see here. Emil Ekiyor Jr. I don't know who that is. Look like we did a lot of Alabama here, didn't we? You just stuck as the state of Alabama. Say, you know what, we good. There's three. I see 3 picks out of the state of Alabama right now. You went from War Eagle.
The list working for Ozzy, yo. Hey, here we go. I approve. I don't like your approval, Reg.
Got a defensive tackle, okay, and linebacker out of Tulane, Dorian.
It's working.
Let's see.
Williams.
Yeah, so Big Red said he approves. And you just approve because it's his first round wide receiver.
Because he saw 2 receivers.
Yeah, he saw these.
Flowers. I approve.
Yeah, we need. He said we need a guard.
But see, that's the thing. Like I see us grabbing another lineman, but we do the depth chart in the line offensive line group is pretty damn decent, pretty doggone decent. Excuse my language. I mean, you think about it, then they just bring somebody over from the Raiders that's going to compete. That he's I don't know who he is, but he's
talking about a tackle, right?
Nah, he's a guard.
Who guard?
I don't know who they brought over. I forgot the guy's name. Hobbs was talking about him during the press conference. I just don't think. I don't think that we're not sure. We have plenty of depth as far as offensive line. I do think that we're going to draft a lineman, especially if we get more picks. But
was it John Simpson? Yeah, he came over from San Francisco.
Flowers. We're always shooting Zay Flowers. I was Zay Flowers too.
Heck yeah. So I'm concerned about Ben Cleveland and how much longer will Zeke play. I mean, it's a good question.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, yeah, because Zeiler is sitting there. Is this the last year of his contract?
Yeah, he got 1 more year. I think Ben Cleveland. The times he start, yo. You know, did you ever notice the times that Ben Cleveland start? DK has his biggest games. Did y'all ever notice that? DK Metcalf. Well, last year DK.
JK.
When Cleveland started, DK Metcalf had. I mean, DK Metcalf. JK had his biggest games.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. I think he started in that Cleveland game, but I know he definitely started in that Pittsburgh game. And then, what game? Then his rookie year when we played Pittsburgh, he got Pittsburgh's number for some reason. He be moving Hayward for some reason, and it is what it is.
So behind Cleveland, I don't see much depth. behind
Zeitler. I mean, not Zeitler. Makari.
Yeah, so you got Makari.
Those two are going to compete for the left guard spot.
Yeah. So and then of course you got John Simpson over there for right guard, behind Zeiler.
Okay,
so that's the guy you were talking about came over.
Okay, then I'm sure they're going to draft somebody, but I don't think that.
Bro. So Cleveland just big as heck for nothing.
Hey, he moves bodies. When he moving.
It's all them squirrels, man.
Yeah, he eating squirrels and stuff like that.
Squirrel power.
The squirrel meat must do something, get you a little hot.
Mm-hmm. I want to go back and watch that tape to see how Dobbins' games went with Cleveland in there.
Bro, think of it. Even his rookie year when we played. Okay, the first game he started his rookie year, he played the Rams. He didn't do that well, but he didn't do he didn't do really bad either.
Yeah.
You know, but that was against. I mean, that's Aaron Donald. Like, what you expect? The second when he played against. Yeah, he does because I think he's still. It's going to come with time because even Ben Powers. Remember, Ben Powers was struggling when he came in there until he really
got paid. He went to Denver, got a bag.
Yeah. He didn't start getting better to his fourth season. I think this is his chance. This is Cleveland's third season. I don't see Kalele moving the guard though. I don't know why. I think Coach is just blowing smoke. Like, he is not a guard. He is huge. He's too big to be a guard. Like, I mean, guards are usually big, but I'm saying, like, as far as height wise, like, how you gonna see over him throw the ball?
Yeah, I mean, he gonna be low the whole time.
He's gonna be throwing on all types of angles to get the hook, but he can move. He can, he got a good bend to be that tall.
I feel you. Well, we sitting here. We had an hour 45 minutes. Brooke missed the timer.
I think he'd be behind Falele behind Moses 1 more year, deep. Go ahead, I'm sorry. You ain't even ring the bell, bro. Do your job, bro.
Here we are. We are at 1:45. I think put put what your comments are in the in the comment section about the draft overall. What you thought, not in the live stream, but for those of you who are looking in later on, just let us know your thoughts on the draft overall as far as Cam Rue's mock draft. And if you want to bring up comments from the other night as well and put them in comparison, we love to hear it. We love to see it. Just make sure you guys are hitting that like button. If you haven't hit the like button already, please do that. Hit the subscribe button and smack that bell, that notification bell, so you know when it's going down. We appreciate everybody coming through. Just remember the motivational thought. Pay attention to those people who need that recognition and that little pat on the head, because sometimes it takes that little pat takes them a long way.
Hey, Reg, I'm going to see your property, sir. You keep talking.
What do you say? He's like, Brooke gets a pass. She was a shock B of Mr. No wide receiver there. Because of the wide. Okay.
Your property, sir. Your property. Yo, man. I'm just, look, everybody don't want to, y'all all want to hear the good news. The good news is, you all going to die one. No. Listen.
Damn. What's me this on the good note?
No, look, the good news is this. I was about to go this way. You right here. This man here gave us what we wanted. Zay Flowers. I'm trying to tell you, what if you gotta play? We playing chess, not checkers, sir. We gotta do the what if. Because the what if happened to us last year.
Yeah, we needed to set ourselves up for heartbreak because we all kept going Davis, in drafts, and we got crushed.
We got no receiver. I was like, all right, we ain't gonna get no receiver. We're gonna get Davis. We got no Davis.
No, we didn't get Davis.
And I'm kind of happy that I'm really happy we got Kyle Hamilton. Y'all know that. But it's a big what if right now because, again, I've been pounding the table for Zay Flowers.
This man said he gonna make a video ranting about your draft.
I've been pounding the table for Zay Flowers, but then when Mahomes is playing catch with the dude and he's running routes because they want to test what works and what doesn't, that already told me right there. And they have I think they got 10 picks. They moving up. I'm like, yeah, he just killed my dream. Mahomes just killed my dream, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He killed my dream when I saw that. I was like, seriously, you playing catch with Zay?
I mean, look, NFL owners, GMs, if you're listening, this is the time to collude. You're gonna collude against the Chiefs right here to make sure that nobody trades into position to get Zay Flowers. We don't need to see that. We don't need to see one of the top wide receivers in the draft go to probably one of the best quarterbacks of all time. I don't need this.
Oh man, I'll take it. Look, I'll take Hyatt if we gotta get him. Not at 22. We gotta trade back. I'm sorry. I don't think. Yeah.
No, absolutely not. Trade back, grab the picks.
You don't think we grab
wide receiver? If it ain't corner, trade out the pick.
I mean, I honestly think if it's not Zay Flowers or Jordan Addison, I think the corners are going unless it's a top-notch corner, unless it's one of the top three. I think we trade back anyway. Like I put Emmanuel Forbes there, but I would think that we would trade back and then draft Emmanuel Forbes.
Yeah, I think 28 is a good spot to go and get Emmanuel Forbes. 22, go collect a couple picks.
Yeah, you're gonna get a second round. We're gonna try to get a second round with somebody. Somebody gonna try to trade in. Maybe that's from Cleveland to try to trade in.
Yes.
Somebody gonna try to trade in or trade back in and grab a quarterback. We can see that happening.
Well, Shay Moshe, y'all are really good. I feel like the spirit of Will is in the room. He's just like, I thought you were already leaving with Lamar, Rich. Oh boy! So yeah, I'll be pissed if we take a D tackle. Yes, at 22, taking a defensive tackle. That's not what we're looking for.
I would be too, but I can see it like something's going to happen, bro. That it's going to be an edge rusher. If it ain't going to be a D tackle, I can see it being an edge rusher.
Yeah.
If Nolan Smith is there, I can see it happening. If we don't have a receiver,
okay.
If there's no receivers there, I can see them going with Nolan Smith. Reason being, he can play outside linebacker and he can play inside linebacker. He can be on the weak side, and he's a great blitzer. I can see it happen. Like, right. Don't be surprised.
Don't put that evil on us, Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bricky.
It better not be no running back. We ain't a first round running back since who? Since Lewis? I think he was the last one. I think Lewis was the last time we drafted a running back in the first round.
There's a reason. That's because we can do that. We good at ground game. You know, that is the culture of Baltimore. It's always been decent ground game. Why draft a running back in the first round? You can go after needs. Best player available. Still needs though. So he don't even want Nolan Smith, but he can see that happening.
Okay, I think we you know what, we want the splash plays, man. We don't really get that. Like, I think we got spoiled. Once we got Lamar, it was like, yeah, we finally got some offense. And it's just like it's
and more weapons. We just need more weapons.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Kuiper always wrong. Sorry. That's just where did he say? He said something about Kuiper.
He said about Kuiper.
Oh, they take Bijan Robinson. Mel Kiper better retire, like he said.
He said that though. He said somebody said Bijan might go to Baltimore.
Yeah, I guess if he goes to us, Mel Kiper retire. But much as I don't like Kuiper, I'd rather have him stick around a few more years than us take a running back. All right, man. We at 150, man. I'm trying to get to these Z's.
Yeah, you ain't lying. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
I got hit early in the game.
So it's been a great show, man. It's been entertaining.
Absolutely.
We have loved every moment of it. Y'all been great in the comments. And
see you soon, Lolly. See you soon, Lolly.
Oh my goodness. So I want y'all to have a good night. I want y'all to share this with a couple of people. You know, like I said, if we can get to 1,200 subscribers, whatever, maybe we'll do some type of raffle or something like that. Share this with some friends. Share this on your timelines, on your Twitters, whatever. Retweet the tweet, whatever. Let's just get it going. Let's get it up to 1,200, and maybe we'll do a raffle. But yeah, y'all just like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you here, I guess, on Monday when we do the next show. Hopefully by then we should have a Lamar Jackson deal. At least that's what we're hoping.
That would be great.
Yes. And then, of course, we'll be ready for draft week. Maybe we'll go with, version 2.0 of the draft and go with some crazy trade scenarios in the midst of that as well for the next video.
Hey, one more thing.
Yeah.
I ain't see you. You ain't see me. Water. I'm out.
All right. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in to the home of Original Sports Perspective. From our couch to yours, this is your host, your couch rider Raven, my main man, Cam Rue here, saying 2 claps, fade to black.
See you soon, Lolly.
Introducing the couch rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens. Couch rider. We gon' ride out. Couch rider. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White rap for the beat, though.